Top story. The decade of prestige television finally reached its peak with the first presidential debate. Move over Sopranos and Live PD because the reviews are in. Trump tramples decorum, a depressing debate spectacle, an epic moment of national shame. The debate was a nightmare. Since nightmares are the place where I get laid, I'd say that's a win. Here to be steamrolled, like Chris Wallace saying "Gentlemen, please" for the 47th time, is the host of MSDNC's Last Word and Antifa Field Commander Lawrence O'Donnell.
Great to be here.
Lawrence, can you tell us a little of what Joe Biden meant to this nation on this, the day after his campaign's public circumcision?
Well, he remains the only hope for any version of this country that we recognize starting on January 20th, on Inauguration Day. If we were to continue with the madness that we have in the White House now, it is completely unpredictable where the country would go next year.
Couldn't agree more. Love Donald Trump. Trump was his classic debate self, like 2016 all over again. And I love that because back then, fewer people were dead from him being the president.
You know, Trump was so relatable considering the current polling. I mean, if you told me I was 10 points behind in the running for prom queen, I'd burn down the school, which is basically what Trump and I did.
Now, Biden fought hard, but he made the classic mistake of looking down during Trump's abusive tirades. From experience, I can tell you that just gives your bully an opening to slam a highway sign down on your forehead.
Well, I think the candidates need to double down at the next debate. I'm talking no shirt, gin shots. Whoever gives Steve Scully the longest lap dance becomes Emperor of North America.
Thank you, Susan. Now, the fake news media is accusing his Lord Beefiness Trump of not offering what we know would have been an empty condemnation of the Proud Boys. Trump cleared the air with some honest, candid lies.
I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I mean, you'll have to give me a definition because I really don't know who they are. I can only say they have to stand down, let law enforcement do their work.
Exactly. Let law enforcement do the Proud Boys' work of brutally enforcing white supremacy. We don't need amateur hour on this. Now, does this satisfy you, Lawrence, or are we suddenly demanding that presidents be superheroes capable of denouncing white supremacy in under 16 hours?
We're just demanding that presidents denounce vigilante groups and presidents denounce interference with our elections instead of promise it. Donald Trump last night promised interference with our elections. He wants people to go to the polls and literally invade the voting spaces, which you're legally not allowed to do.
All I heard was invade the polls, so I am going to do that now. Thank you for the idea.
Okay, look, Trump told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. The white supremacists are happy. Trump's happy. Everybody happy.
Now, after the white Tiger Woods, a.k.a. Donald Smart, drove Joe Biden straight into the crap trap, some say Biden should quit. Here's the response from Antifa General Kamalotov Cocktail Harris.
Do you think Joe Biden should participate in a second or third debate?
Joe Biden's never going to refuse to talk to the American people and have any opportunity that he can to speak directly to American families and speak about the issues.
Now, Lawrence, should Vice Peppermint Joe Biden skip the next debate so we can finally bear witness to a white-bearded Lord Trump arguing with a robot clone of himself?
No, obviously he cannot skip the debate because then Trump would say Biden is afraid of standing up there through another hour and a half of this kind of madness. And Biden isn't afraid of doing that. He's going to do it again, and we'll see just how crazy it is next time.
I forgot to mention that the robot would have fully functioning sex organs. Does that change your answer at all?
No, it doesn't.
All right, pervert. Well, we got some breaking news. The cock blockers at the Commission on Presidential Debates plan to issue strict new rules in the coming days that include cutting off a candidate's microphone if they violate the rules. It's called street ball, bros. F your rules. You make them, we break them. Lawrence, should the moderator be allowed to cut the mic? You know, if you say yes, we will cut your mic.
Well, it probably won't work very well as a technique because the other speaker will still be mic'd, and the way Donald Trump yells across that space, you'll still hear what he's saying. It'll just be weaker, and it'll come through Biden's mic. It's hard to believe, but presidential debates in the past have always run on the goodwill of the participants. They've all been able to violate the rules at any time, but they've all chosen not to because they all made the calculation, among other things, that violating the rules will look really bad, and people will vote against me if they see me be a crazy person who's violating the rules.
Oh, come on, just you try to cut Trump's mic. He was born with a live mic for a uvula.